Hello, Bucks fans. Welcome back to Real Bucks Talk. In today's video, we're going to continue our discussion on the Buccaneers linebacker room. We already did a film study on SirVocea Dennis that will be coming out today. So be sure to check that out. But we're going to talk about the inside linebackers and just how they are progressing. It seems like, Mark, they are really showing improvement in that area. And I think it's something we've already discussed on the channel about how much better they're going to be, especially when you look at these names that they brought in. Lavonte David comes back. You have Anthony Walker Jr., you have SirVocea Dennis, Dion Jones. I think that's a solid group right there to have, and especially an improvement over last season.
Yeah, I think I made a video earlier in this offseason. It's like raising the floor, right? You went from KJ Britt, JJ Russell, and what by Jones. Some of them, and you heard Todd Bowles saying, "Oh, they got to get understanding of the system. They got to know what they're doing." Right? A lot of them are just young, didn't have many playing reps, right? And when you don't have playing reps, and the only thing you know is the system that you're learning from Todd Bowles, but you didn't get reps because you were third or fourth string, clearly you're not going to know what to do on the field. So they raise the floor by getting veterans and Deion Jones, who's had ample amount of time, playing time at a high level, Anthony Walker Jr., plenty of playing time, been a starter most of his career, and just a more instinctual player.
Right.
They just know overall awareness wise that they're better. They are faster, even though Dion Jones may have been hurt, may not be the 4.4, 4.3 guy he used to be. But hell, maybe he's a 4.5, 4.6, and that's way faster than what KJ Britt was bringing us last year. So I think they raised the floor based solely on awareness and reps of knowing ball and getting that to be behind, say, SirVocea, who is the outlier potential, could be the guy that takes over the reins. But again, it's all health, but they have the insurance bets in Anthony Walker and in Dion Jones.
Yeah, for sure. So I think, like you said, just bringing in veteran experience, guys that know ball, and we're going to hear from Savassi here in a second, talk about that, like how important it is to have a much deeper room and much better understanding of what these guys have to do. And it's going to help, it's going to help Levante David as well. And that's something we mentioned in the film study of Savassi. It's like, him being out there making the calls, making the checks, that allows Levante to do more stuff and play more to his style. So, with that said, let's turn it over to Savasi and we'll listen to him talk about the linebacker room.
Like Walker Jones, who played a lot of ball.
Yeah. Those guys are probably the bright spot of definitely off season. And of course I got, I'm back at playing football. I'm healthy again. So, but those guys being added to the room, it just creates competition. It creates a lot of knowledge because those guys played ball, they seen ball, and it's just bouncing ideas off of each other, just being in a room, just hearing how those guys talk, hearing how those guys made mistakes and how they learn from them. It's just an amazing room to be in, and I'm just excited to be a part of that room. Oh, it's very exciting. At this point, I think the backers have the most picks. So anytime we get our hands on the ball, our group is definitely excited, and our group is definitely happy about it. But, we're trying to set a new standard. Last year, we didn't have that much. Last year, we kind of were the runt of the group.
So you heard him talking about how he, raising the room and raising the standard pretty much of the linebacker room. I think that was very important. And he also mentioned like just like what we discussed, bringing that experience, bringing that understanding. Like these guys know what to do, they know where to be. So that's going to make everyone better, and it's going to help Savase, I think, tremendously. But what are your thoughts on what he had to say there?
Exactly what you were just talking about, John, like bouncing ideas off of each other
Yeah.
with guys that have seen it, have been in the NFL, who know how offenses want to attack you or just know schemes. They know when to put their foot in the ground and say, oh, no, this isn't what this is a decoy. They're wanting really to attack me here. To bounce ideas off that way, to, like he said, knowledge. It's not just smart. You're actually putting it into practice with knowledge. So that's where the reps of being on the field instead of just taking mental reps as a third or fourth team guy come into factor. And if your whole room is that smart, talking ideas, they're only bouncing off each other and then competition. It's not going to be given to SirVocea. He still has to make the plays and win that starting job because there are guys that can and have shown they can play in the NFL. And I think it's only to the benefit of the Buccaneers, not to mention Todd Bowles saying it's literally the deepest room on the defense, he thinks. And that's telling from what we saw last year.
Yeah, I think it's a big step up. And with that said, let's take a quick look at some plays here by Anthony Walker and Dion Jones as we bring up the tape here. So Anthony Walker, I thought I only watched a couple of his plays, but he does a really good job of disguising his blitzes. Like he understands like where to be, understands okay, the running back is not going out for a pass. I can come in and be aggressive, but he shows that late, doesn't show it too early, doesn't show his hand. And then like here, like just helping his team execute plays, like they're running a stunt. That's really good aggression, getting that guard off the defensive tackle. So that's really nice to see from Anthony Walker.
Yeah, what I love most about that, this is like a Lavonte David move, like sacrificing yourself for the greater of the team, right? This is literally, oh, imagine this. A guy, he's pushing the guy off of Vita Vea or Kalijah Cansey, and they just attack, bum rush this running back because the running back's not going to stand a chance against any of those two. And they get a sack or it's a rush throw, regardless. Look, incompletion. Why? Because of the havoc he just created. It wasn't just, this is me ball, this is we ball. And this is, like I was saying, benefiting the defensive tackle, but you're helping him out so much more because you're destroying the guard on that play.
Yeah, and then the big reason why they brought in Anthony Walker is he can cover. Like he's a really good coverage linebacker. He understands concepts. Like here, he's passing that guy off, but understands, okay, I have a backside dig that's coming into my zone. He knows to turn around, seize ball, get ball. That's really good understanding of where to be in the defense and doing your job.
Yeah, a lot of this, it's how the hell did he know that that was going to happen, right? Like, and does he have eyes in the back of his head? Like a casual fan, like, why did he stop? Why did he send him off? Clearly, he probably has a zone. He's supposed to stay in the middle of the zone. So he's staying with him to see how far can I take him to that safety. Turn around and get your head around. Oh, the ball's out. Let me go get it. Right? Yes, opportunistic because the quarterback throws a little bit short, but that's just being in your assignment, just knowing what to do when you're being called to do it. Right? And that's all Todd Bowles asked the guys to do. Don't be Superman. Y'all have an assignment. Y'all have a place to be. Just be in the place, and the ball will go there because of the amount of pressure he can create and the amount of question marks he's bringing the quarterback. Because it's like, who the hell's coming? Who's not coming? Who's staying in the zone? Who's in a man? And then you got opportunities like this. And like that, like I was saying, you can jump ideas like that off to SirVocea, you're only improving the room.
Yeah, and now we transition to Dion Jones. I only put one play in of Dion, but this was probably his best play in the playoff game. But he made a lot more plays than just this one. But again, it's just showing his understanding of defense and understanding of concepts, where to pass guys off. He basically baits the quarterback here. He knows what's coming and almost makes the play. Probably should have had an interception. Unfortunate, didn't come down with it. But still, just to be in the right spot, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, and it would have sucked. I mean, this is almost a pick six if you think about it. But understanding to pass this guy off, his eyes are still looking this way. He's likely going to the underneath option. Right there, guy. Yeah, okay, he tips it, but still, like understanding where you need to be, how to diagnose the play. He did it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. We appreciate all the support. Let us know what you guys think of this Buccaneers linebacker room. We fully expect it to be a lot better in 2025. So, with that said, hope you all enjoy it. And until the next one.
Woo!